Thanks for joining this live stream of the last 10 minutes of the session of the 4th of March 2022. INDO stock is almost going to settle at $41. We have a target of $53 for the stock. There's no guarantee it's going to get there. It rallied in the pre-market by 13%. It didn't look like much. But at some point it had a rally of about 13%. So it's on the move, and they are now, it has become a meme stock. The short interest hasn't grown yet. Short interest is still 9.16. It actually reduced. So the fact that it isn't a huge one does not mean that short sellers are not selling. We actually saw the stock reach this high. You can see that it actually reached 47.52. There's a good chance short sellers were involved in the retracement that brought it all the way down to 40.20. And they may have been forced, they may have bought back some of their positions. We also saw another one here, fell below all of those moving averages and now spiked back above all those moving averages again. So we have about 9 minutes before the session closes. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see if there's anybody there. And funny enough, I don't think it was actually halted. It was never really halted in this session. Hello. My opinion on CEI, right? Okay, I'm gonna get there. Can I have your thumbs up if you don't mind? Let's see what's let's go and have a quick look at CEI. Somebody wants to see it should be doing well. CEI should be doing well. This is a time for oil. You can see that it's rallied. I mean, what more can I say? It should do well. Okay, let's see whether we can we have a position there in CEI, so it's important that we point that out to you. So we are taking 0.7931 and this low of 0.74, 0.79, so we have a difference of 0.05. I mean, this is where it should be now. INDO is getting tired. People should come back to CEI and banish all those short sellers. Okay, so we add that to the current price of 0.78. We have a target of 9.1 in the interim. That's our target. If it continues to rally in the subsequent session, that is 7th, it has the potential to get to spike up to $1. Yeah. Hello everybody. Hello Calvin. Hello Ram. Yeah, this should be the play. Everybody should come to now. Camber Energy, our target is $0.9. Let's see what the short interest is. CEI also it's also optionable. Okay, we don't have any figure there. Let's see, it's optionable as well. Unlike but the fact that it's optionable can complicate things as well. You may just keep it relevant, see, optionable. So these ones will expire today. Let's look at the March 18 in 2 weeks time. Let's look at the spread. 35 and 30. Not so wonderful, not wonderful. Okay, this is a better one. The $1 strike. Look at that, only a 1 cent spread. That is exactly. You can see why we're saying that. You can see why that is the case. 15 million share, 15,000 volume. Open interest 17,000. So market participants are betting, just as we indicated. We just had that target, so they must have also done the same calculation. Is a penny stock. Easily you can easily expect it that you would easily expect that the next level should be $1 right now. So that's why we're seeing that huge volume there, that open interest there as well. Okay, so that's our target, 0.9. It could even be more. I mean, I don't know why it hasn't rallied by much. INDO is pretty much well, by some measures, some folks don't even think it's still cheap. If you look at the market cap of INDO, it's about $150 million, and it's also a low float as well. And so it depends on how you want to look at it. Market capitalization, then INDO still has a lot of room to run up, but at the same time, it's become a little bit more expensive for recent market participants to get involved, especially those who have just discovered what's going on. That energy is where we are at the moment. Before OPEC intervenes, or before there's a solution to the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Yes, that's what we think. Okay, you're welcome, Calvin. You're welcome. Yes, CEI, we have a position there. This is a good play, and INDO was at even much more expensive. It was at $2.2 and some fraction. We can always find out where it is. That was late. That was in late February or thereabout, late January. Let's look at the daily chart. I can see where it was, 2.73 late January. Yes, late January. So CEI is not even up to there. So it's currently losing some of those, all the momentum. Losing all those gains. We saw a 132% gain, so it has lost about 35% gain. It has lost about 35% so far, CEI. No, I don't only trade penny stocks. I trade also I used to have Apple as well, but before now it wasn't doing well, so I had to sell it and go to other things. Yes, I do. I mean, it's not just penny stocks alone. Just like penny stocks, before now they used to be good, but of late they're still good. So this is where we got in. We got in at 2.5 some months ago. Okay, the market is closing in about 2 minutes. Okay, let's see other ones. BCEL. Let's look at that. Market is closing in 1 minute. Is in a minute. Oh my goodness. Atreka Inc. up 200%. Why is the stock rallying? Is it an energy stock? No, I think it's a pharmaceutical stock. Yeah. It says here, biotech company didn't report revenue for the quarter. As of December 31, it had cash equivalents and equivalents of $148.1 million. The company released updated clinical data from its ongoing phase 1B trial of ATRC-101 to treat some solid tumors. It said it had seen a partial response in monotherapy and a combined complete response in the pembrolizumab combination cohort. Okay, the market is closed. We believe these data demonstrate that ATRC-101 has a clinical activity, validating their platform and their approach to identifying potentially valuable therapeutic antibodies against novel targets in oncology, according to their CEO John Orwin. The company said it expects to report additional monotherapy and combination data in the second half of this year. Okay, so shares have gained. Last time we checked, it was 200%. Yes, 211%, and has added another 5.96. It's also optionable as well. Okay, very interesting. Let's see what we have here. This is the March 18. Any good spread? Any nice spread? Not so wonderful. Not so wonderful. BCEL on the move in this post market. Oh yeah, I think Discord. I think I have. I did. Hold on, yeah. No, I don't allow it on SPY options. I have loads of I have quite a lot of yes. Okay, so that's okay. My Discord is UGO. Let me type it for you. UGOS1. Ugos. Actually, my name is actually Ugo, so Ugos1. Sorry, the Discord is equity programs, equity for keeps program. That's the Discord. Sorry, Discord is what's the numbers? I'm the only one online there, if that's what you meant. Okay, let's see what the others are doing. OXY, our biggest, one of our biggest subscribers is this is his stock. Occidental. He's been crying about the stock not rallying, and today it rallied 17.59. I hope he signs up and joins this chart. So yes, Calvin, if there's anything, our Discord is Equity for Keeps program. Yes, this is the beginning of this summer. Drop anything you want to share here. And by the way, as well, while you guys are here, we have our program EQ4K. While we are all chasing stocks, we also have this program. We help people. I'm also taking advantage of that to make good use of their money, or rather further use of their money. You know, can imagine all the money we are spending on rent and mortgage. If you imagine, if you while you're also investing, the ones you invest in the markets, that one can also, once that money you've already paid your landlord or your bank, we can actually even invest that money for you. That's what we're doing. That's it's just that I keep forgetting to mention that. So don't fail to sign up here. You know, once you sign up, you're getting 10,000 of our stock. You know, and that's how you start that journey of using all that mortgage and rent payments to grow that 10,000. You know, so there isn't any condition to get a 10,000. The condition is just sign up and you get it. You know, and then you either make those payments through us, or we can always go and negotiate with your bank or your landlord to invest that money. You know, so that 10,000 shares you have will work for you. That way you are paying your rent and growing yet more assets. You know, normally nobody's going to give you this. You know, nobody is going to give you this opportunity. You know, yeah. So eq4k.com, take advantage of that. Okay, let's see what's going on elsewhere. IMPP, okay, down 3.25% in this post market, but in the pre market was up 53.64. No news. It's not optionable. Volume was 134.757 million shares. Let's look at another Vertex Energy, VTNR. Okay, it lost 1%. I don't know why. This company owns a refinery. It just bought a refinery from Shell. It should be doing well. Or are they going to come back to it later on? Okay, let's see what CEI is doing. Kamba Energy is down 3.21. Our target is 0.91. Yes, you're welcome, Aslight 74. Which one are you in? Is it INDO or IMP? I think it's, you commented on one of the videos we just uploaded. So some people, as you can see from the chart there, some people are wondering why CEI is not why people shouldn't just abandon INDO and just come to CEI. It's still under $1, and it's also optionable. There's more. There's a lot of money to be made here. There's I mean, I have to point out that I have a position here, so um, I'm not trying to promote the stock, and no, but it's evident. It speaks for itself. 172 million shares across the tape. It's also optionable. You can see the $1 strike for. Okay, let's close this. This has expired already. This is the $1 strike for the March 18th. You can see the volume there was 16,279. 17,185 is the open interest. You can see the spread was only 1 cent. Is an indication. This validates the spread of only 1 cent difference. This validates it. Everybody is piling in here. That's where the opportunity seems to be at the moment. That's where the opportunity seems to be at the moment for CEI. So let's look at that's the $1 strike. Let's look at the March 25th. Let's see what's going on there. It has a $1 as well. Interest, the volume is low, and the spread is also tidy as well. Very good as well. Very good. There's an opportunity there as well, but hasn't seen as much volumes as the other ones. This is the April 1st. Spread as well, good as well. Spread is good as well. The March 8th spread is not so wonderful, not that great at all. April 8th. Let's go further and see April 14th, March $1 strike. Spread is good. Spread is 1 cent. 1 cent. Volume, open interest 15,000. So people are here as well. Not as much volume, but they are just there quietly. April 14th. Okay, spread is not wonderful on this. Okay, let's look at $1. Spread not so good for the April 22 series. July 15th, are we going too far, or have we gone too far? Okay, spread is also good as well. Spread is good as well. Only 1 cent. Open interest is at 12,759. So people are expecting this. The folks who are here are expecting to. They're looking at they expecting they expect to be here for the medium term, I think, because July is quite far off, and much of this rally may not be affecting it that much. Let's look at this is the next Friday, March 11th. Okay, there's also a good spread there. You can see I didn't even see this. The volume is 37,755. And let's look at the theoretical and see what's going on there for that March 11 for the $1 strike. The gamma, the delta is 0.09. No, sorry, 0.4356. How do we exit this? Basic view. So let's see what INDO is doing. Okay, it settled at 40.77, and the post market has lost 1.97. IMPP has lost 2.96. So let's refresh and see what happened. Okay, let's see STAB. STAB. Statera Biopharma Inc. down down 11.92. Let's see the volumes. 21.893 million. It's also optionable as well. Was there any news? It was a top market gainer. It rallied 26% following a 4.9% decline in previous session. Yeah, I think maybe they sold off all the gains in the pre-market session. It didn't do much in the regular session. But I think if it what it means, since it lost this, obviously sellers were heavily involved, and I think also there were a lot of market participants. Obviously, yes, you can see that from that volume, and there was a lot of activity. It diluted things a lot. So, and also sellers had upper hand. Let's see what happened over the last 60 minutes. It gives give us an idea of what the RSI was doing. Let's see. Okay, let's uncheck this and see. This is all that happened last 60 minutes. That is today. You can see the RSI was pretty much declining, so sellers evidently, as we know, were in charge. But where is it now? Right now it is at 38. So yes, they took upper hand at some point. Buyers bought. You can see that spike there. Yes, you can see momentum very flat for a sustained period of time, pretty much at various times. As a matter of fact, when it reached oversold, it never went above 50. Never went above on this 60-minute chart. So it gives us an idea of what happened. I think of late, actually, not exactly today. I have to, sorry about that. That chart is okay. I think this is not the best way to look at it. I'll have to look at it on the static page and see what happened there. Average 190,000. My goodness, it's a penny stock, yeah. So shouldn't come as a big shock. STAB. Okay, volume spike, yes. You're right. Trading volume exceeded 10-day average of 5.005 million shares by 3,018.33%. That is absolutely huge. So let's look at that RSI for this session. That's the RSI. Okay. Not no, this is area. This is RSI. Yeah, okay, pretty much. So I mean pretty much around that 50 regionish average, I think. So to a great extent, you can see much of this session it was below 50. I would say during much of this session it was below 50. Yeah, indicating that buyers were ultimately in charge. When the market opened, they started to eat away the gains of the sellers, or even the buyers maybe started to take profits. when the short sellers and the sellers when the short sellers came in, they probably took their money off. It could have been a pump. We haven't seen any news. Could have been a pump session for Stab. Yeah, there wasn't any news. It may have just been a pump session. So let's look at the other stock. BCEL. BCEL rallied hugely towards the end. It was racing away. You can see it has gained 25% in this post-market session. So let's see whether we can get a target for BCEL. Let's use 7.614 and 6.46. So we have the difference in that high and the low times 2.618. We have $3 added to the current price of 6.39, 6.4 plus 6.4, 9.42. Huge target. Don't rely on that, don't bank on that, but just based on this spike it has run up here in this post-market session, there's no guarantees you're going to get there. 9.42, that's our target. West, thank you all for joining. If you haven't given us your thumbs up, please do, and take advantage of what we are also offering. Sign up on our platform eq4k.com and we'll help you to further monetize your transactions, especially the big ones, the rent and the mortgages. By what we mean by further monetization is that we either pay them through us, which you may not be very comfortable with, but we can always go and find your landlord, your bank, and we tell them, look, you have to invest that money, because look, that money is a limited resource. Your client needs to grow his assets, so it's good you invest that money. So that's what we do. Take advantage of that and sign up. Once you sign up, you're getting 10,000 shares of our company, Equity for S Gains for Keeps Incorporated. We're giving 10,000 shares. We actually have an S1 disclosure with the SEC. We're going to reactivate it once we get more traction going on with the shares. So see what you make of it, and let's see what's going on. BCEL has lost about 7%, so CEI down 3.85 in this post-market session. OXY, Occidental, impressive 17.59% gain. Let's see whether there's any news for Occidental. Okay, there's some news there. It says that Berkshire Hathaway reports a passive stake of 11.2% in Occidental Petroleum as of March 1st, 2022. SEC filing. Berkshire Hathaway says that shares of common stock of Occidental Petroleum Corporation reported in Schedule 13G include warrants. Berkshire Hathaway says Berkshire warrants in Occidental Petroleum have not been exercised. Okay, it seems that is why it rallied. Caesar strength as the broader energy sector outperforms, supported by rising oil prices amid geopolitical uncertainty. The stock reached its highest levels in more than 2 years. Continues to make gains amid geopolitical turbulence, reaching new multi-year highs, now up approximately 16% over the past week. So let's look at the other energy heavyweights. Occidental, yeah, let's find out. There's a good chance they might do. Yes, they do. And of late, they actually did. Yesterday, they some entry, some deadline passed for them, something like that. Quarterly dividends is about 0.13. So Exxon is down 0. Okay, unchanged. Chevron is minor gain of 1.56%. MRO, Marathon Oil, 4.02%. Shell is down. That was down 3.82%. Okay, let's see Kamba Energy. Kamba Energy. Let's see what's going on. Still settled at 0.7469. Indonesia Energy cooling off from the highs of the session. Yes, thanks for joining us in this post-market live stream. Okay, there's another one, 9 Energy Services Inc. Let's see that one. Okay, it ran up a gain of 40 penny stock as well, 42.86, down 3.33. 9 Energy, let's see what's saying there. 9 Energy Services Inc. is expected to show a rise in quarterly revenue when it reports results on March 8th. That is on Tuesday. The Houston, Texas-based company is expected to report 54.6% increase in revenue to $95.8 million from $61.97 million a year ago, according to estimate from one analyst based on Refinitiv data. Okay, Refinitiv's mean analyst estimate for 9 Energy Services or Service Inc. is for a loss of 55 cents per share. For the same quarter last year, the company reported a loss of $1.2 per share. The one available analyst rating on the shares is a hold. The mean earnings estimate of analysts wasn't changed in the last 3 months. Wall Street's median 12-month price target for 9 Energy Service Inc. is $2.75, about 54.2% above the current its closing price of $1.26. The summary was machine generated March 4th, 2022. So let's see what's going on here. It's also optionable as well. And next level is 250. And we have not a good spread there, not a good spread. Let's see what's going on the April 14th. 250. Not a good spread as well. So I think so far, option wise, I think Kamba Energy is presenting a lot more opportunities. The March 18th, you can see relatively cheap, 0.17, and also the bid is also just a difference of 1 cent. And look at this is the March 11th, next Friday. The $1 strike as well. Volume there 37,000. This is where a lot of market participants focused. Apart from outside this one that has expired today. Spread is also good. Ask is 11, 0.1, 0.11, 0.11, and the bid is 0.1. Let's see. So 9 Energy, let's refresh ourselves with 9 Energy again. 9 is up 5.56. Sorry, down 5.56 in this post-market session. Momentum is completely sold out. So sellers are slightly in charge of things right now based on what the RSI is indicating. So let's look at SEED, SEAD. Origin Agritech Limited up 35 in the regular session, but down 0.63 in this post-market session. Sellers are currently dominating things there, even though RSI and momentum are just trying to improve. The stock right now is below all of its below its 10, 20, 50-minute moving averages on this 1-minute chart, but above its 200-minute moving average. Let's see whether there's any news concerning it. There's no news. It's also not optionable. Volume was 2.013 million. It could be a pump. It may have been pumped. Let's see what the underlying trend for the stock is. Yes, as always, it's usually the case. A bearish underlying trend, but right now the stock has broken above all of its moving averages. Quite a positive signal. But will it sustain it? Actually started to improve. It reached the bottom as of early February. Rallied above its 50-day moving average, fell below all of those moving averages again, and now started to extend again. This time around, it has performed better than it did before. Is this a sign that things the underlying trend is about to be reversed? Okay, Houston American Energy Corp, another energy stock, HUSA, HUSA. Okay, gained 32.87%. The stock has managed to settle just right where the 50-minute moving average is on this 1-minute chart. So let's see whether there's any news. There's no news. It won't be unreasonable to think it's associated with the rally going on with oil and all that stuff. It's not optionable. It's still a penny stock. Okay, before we wrap up, let's see. Okay, there's another one again. MXC, Mexico Energy Corp. It gained 84.47%. Right now, momentum is very strong. RSI is also strong as well. It has to be oil. No news there. Pennies, not a penny stock, but volume 7.24, optionable. Let's see. Not optionable. Let's see the underlying trend for the stock. Strongly bullish as well, so it wasn't things have been looking up even before now, since mid-December of last year. Mexico Energy Corp. So let's look at INDO. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, down 3.7 so far. Okay, up 2.66 right now. Strongly bullish, or rather cooling off. Momentum is slightly waning right now as things stand in this post-market session. BCEL, Treka Inc. up down rather 3.85 in this post-market session. Momentum is the stock is now below its 10, 20 and 50-minute moving averages. Momentum is totally flat, so to RSI. So sellers are definitely in control right now. They have a very strong control of the stock at the moment. So let's look at MXC, Mexico. We just looked at it, down 1.64. Let's look at 9 Energy. 9 Energy is down 3.34. OXY is up 0.09. VTNR, Vertex Energy, VTNR up 0.15. Kamba Energy down 1.28. Is there any news? We didn't bother to check whether there's any news for Kamba. There's no news. We know it's associated with crude, so it won't be unusual for it to be rallying or to have rallied by 31.94. Okay, thank you all very much, and see you all on Monday. Thank you.